Well, I first got hooked up with Safe Haven. I had heard about them through my sister who adopted her kitten from here. So when I decided to look into fostering, they were the first ones I thought of. And I called and they gave me a questionnaire to fill out. And I returned it, and a week later they called me and said, "We have 4 kittens. Are you ready?" And I said, "Sure." This was my first experience fostering. It was my first experience with kittens. They provide all the food and, tell me how often they need to be fed. They provide all the medical care. I bring them back every 2 weeks for their checkups, and they always say, they're just an email or a call away if I have any other concerns about, their health or anything else going on. So they make it easy. When I started this, I wasn't trying to collect kittens. I have cats of my own. I wanted to help out. I had a room for them, and so that's why I looked into fostering in the first place. The kittens are various ages when I get them. Sometimes they're close to 8 weeks. They usually need to go back to start the adoption process around 8 to 10 weeks. And sometimes they're just on the cusp of that. And so I only have them for, maybe 2 weeks. I had several earlier this year. I had a mom with babies and they were only 2 days old. And so I had them from the time they were 2 days old until they were about, 9 or 10 weeks old. So that was the longest I've had them. As far as day to day, if I have a mom, in that case, those are the easy ones because mom does all the hard work. So she feeds them and she cleans them and all that. But most of the time, I just have the kittens. But even in that case, you feed them, you scoop the litter box, you clean up, and you play with them. When they don't have a mom, you have to step in just a little bit to help them learn how to be a cat. So I have various toys for them to play with. I tend to rotate them out every week so they don't get bored. A bored kitten is a naughty kitten. So you have to keep them stimulated. Well, I started an Instagram account where I post pictures and videos of my kittens just to bring a little bit of joy to anyone who wants to follow, because what's cuter or more stress-free than watching kittens play around? It was like the best therapy possible. So then when I started fostering, and Instagram was growing, and I found out that there's this whole fostering community on Instagram, and so I created an account and started sharing photos and interacting with everyone. And that was really my goal, was just to just bring a little joy to people and to hopefully get a bit of a local following to help Safe Haven then adopt out these kittens. Yes, Safe Haven is definitely not a sad place for kittens to be or a place to visit. I actually get that question on my Instagram feeds a lot after I send the kittens back. The minute you walk through this door, all you hear is this chorus of meows. And if you walk through the aisles, the kittens are constantly trying to grab your attention. They're clearly very happy. And then of course there are some cats who are just like laying there, just like, I'm trying to nap, leave me alone. But most of the time, I've never seen a sad kitten here. Well, the payoff that I receive for being a foster mom for kittens is every Sunday at 5 o'clock that Safe Haven sends out an email that includes the list of all the cats and kittens that were adopted the previous week. And when I have just given back a litter and I know that they're available, I live for that email, because seeing their names, the names of the kittens I fostered on that list is that's what it's all about. To anyone who is contemplating fostering kittens for Safe Haven, I would say it doesn't matter what hours you have available, whether you are home most of the day and would be able to be around the cats all day long, or if you are away at work. They need your help, and there are cats and kittens who can fit any of your lifestyle schedule needs. I post pictures and videos of the kittens I foster for Safe Haven on Instagram at Raleigh Kittens. I try to post at least once or twice a day, hoping that that brings a little joy to some people out there. It's a fun adventure.